socialist Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has a great new plan to pay for her Green New Deal. Just double a few tax rates. We'll debate it next.
Let's get inaugurated January 3rd, January 4th. We're signing health care. We're signing this. We're decarcerating our society.
Welcome back to the Ingram Angle. New York's newest Congresswoman, socialist Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, is already making waves on Capitol Hill. In addition to Medicare for all, free college, and her plan to abolish ICE, the 29-year-old now says she wants to radically tax the rich to pay for the left's environmental agenda known as the Green Deal.
Once you get to like the tippy tops, on your 10 millionth dollar, sometimes you see tax rates as high as 60 or 70%. That doesn't mean all $10 million are taxed at an extremely high rate, but it means that as you climb up this ladder, you should be contributing more.
Here now, Corey Lewandowski, former Trump 2016 campaign manager and co-author of the new book, Trump's Enemies, and Nomiki Konst. She is a candidate for New York City public advocate. Now, before I get your take, both of you, on this, here are some taxpayers' reactions today. Watch.
The 1% does need to be taxed more than they are, but at the same time, Trump's tax policy is helping the economy, and the economy is going well. So I can't really take a side on that.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
70%?
70%? I think it should be more than it is.
So, it's at 39% now.
Right.
So, I mean,
well, top 1%, that's not me.
Yeah.
So, you know, fair's fair.
My guess is she didn't ask Nancy Pelosi or Bernie Sanders or the other 1%ers of her party what they think.
Now, Nomiki, is this a winning strategy to tax upper income earners in this way? Really?
Yes. Income inequality is worse than it's ever been in America. We're talking after Wall Street crashed in 1929. Income inequality was not that bad. New York City, in particular, generates more wealth than anywhere on the planet, yet we have the worst income inequality. And a lot of that comes from the billionaires here who are not paying taxes.
Okay,
the corporate real estate class.
Doesn't this take away and sap the incentive to join that billionaire class, to strive for that, to be the next Oprah, to be the next Bloomberg? Doesn't that deprive you of that initiative? If you know you're going to be taxed, and in New York, by the way, place you want to run, if you took the 70% tax rate that she's proposing and slapped your local taxes on it, you're talking about an 82.7% tax rate.
Oh, womp, womp. For the 1% who have had tax breaks, hundreds of trillions of dollars of tax breaks, which have starved our housing, our schools, our infrastructure, our MTA. We're talking about a decrepit city that generates more wealth, and it's because these 0.1% are not paying taxes. We're not talking about you and me.
Taxes.
We're not even talking about you.
They're opening new businesses. They're opening new businesses. And the economy, the reason the economy is exploding is because of that money. Oh, come on.
Our taxpayer dollars are paying for helicopter
I've got to move on now, Nomiki. Give everybody their time. Corey, Anderson Cooper challenged, to his credit, Cortez. Listen.
I think that it only has ever been radicals that have changed this country. Abraham Lincoln made the radical decision to sign the Emancipation Proclamation. Franklin Delano Roosevelt made the radical decision to embark on establishing programs like Social Security. That is radical.
Do you call yourself a radical?
Yeah, you know, if that's what radical means, call me a radical.
Corey, your reaction?
Oh, boy. Look, it's amazing. You know, she's been in office exactly about 24 hours, and she's comparing herself to FDR and JFK and Lincoln. Look, there's a long way to go, but what she is advocating for is a tax rate of 83% in California, 84, 85% in New York City, to her close personal friends like Michael Bloomberg, who's created tens of thousands of jobs, right? Because they're the ones who are going to be paying for this.
Donald Trump is actually golfed with Michael Bloomberg. I think Michael Bloomberg was at Donald Trump's wedding. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez lives in my neighborhood in Queens. I don't know what you're talking about, Corey. You live in another universe.
She's the one who just said that the rich, the 1%, should pay 70% on top of the 8% sales tax, 8% tax.
Oh no, the rich have to pay taxes like us working people who are making $15 an hour.
Bloomberg should pay more. Look,
absolutely.
So Michael Bloomberg and so what stops those billionaires from paying more right now? There's nothing that prohibits them from paying more right now.
Oh,
they can do that if they want to. Why can't they if they want to? If they're so concerned,
Because they're making money off the backs of working people.
I want you both to react to this.
You mean like Jeff Bezos does?
Yes.
Okay, now,
Yes.
easy, guys.
Like Jeff Bezos does.
The new numbers today, the numbers of jobs added to this economy, 312,000 jobs added, 2.6 million jobs added in the entire year. You have wages going up 3.2%. These are some record and incredible numbers. Are you worried that if you move to this type of tax system, and by the way, Rosa DeLauro in Connecticut, she's proposing hiking taxes up to 5% from 0.9% to 4% for Obamacare. Is this what we need more of, and might this disturb the economic renaissance we're in the midst of? Corey, you first.
Look, it's very simple. Donald Trump has created more jobs in the manufacturing space in 2 years than Barack Obama did in 2 terms. And the bottom line is, if you raise taxes on people who are creating jobs, they're going to stop creating jobs. If you raise the interest rates, they'll stop investing money. They'll stop borrowing money. And that has a trickle-down effect. Donald Trump's tax policies of cutting taxes for everyone across the board has worked. And if you don't believe me, go look at the numbers of the unemployment rate for Hispanics and African Americans in our country. They're at record lows because of the job-creating opportunities that these tax cuts have put in place.
Now, no, Miki.
No, that's true.
The Hispanic numbers, the unemployment Hispanic numbers, look, I'm a Latino. The Hispanic numbers are at the bottom, historic lows of unemployment. You have more workplace participation among Hispanics than ever before.
So
what's wrong with that? Isn't that an economy working?
No, it's not an economy working.
Oh, it isn't?
Because right now,
how would it work?
So let me explain to you. Wages are lower than ever, and you don't have benefits. So yes, people are working 2 jobs, but they're still not able to make the rent. Rent is higher than it's ever been. And wages are lower. So when you don't have benefits, if you break your arm, this is absolutely true, Corey. It's called economy, and maybe you should read Jeffrey Sachs. Because when you break your arm and you suddenly are bankrupt because you don't have health care, that is why when you pay for taxes and you pay into Medicare, it prevents you from going into bankruptcy. Okay. So it's not just that wages need to be higher. People are working more and the cost of living is higher, and then they're going bankrupt for basic necessities like
crime is down, unemployment is down. This is a wonderful thing.
And there are no benefits.
There are benefits. When people are working, they're not involved in crime. Go ahead, very quickly, Corey, because I got to get to one more topic.
In history.
Okay.
If this took place under the Obama economy, you'd be praising him as the greatest president since probably Lincoln. Oh wait, she already did that. That she's the greatest since Lincoln.
That's not true at all.
Okay.
And by the way, Bernie Sanders wants to add 2.2% to the payroll tax, amongst other things that he wants to add more taxes on, which I'm sure you're in favor of.
I want to quiet it for a moment so you can fight over something else.